How's it going, everybody? We are looking at the assault weapons that were provided in the beta on this Go, starting with the MP18 with a 550 fire rate with 32 rounds. It was your general close quarters decent weapon. It had a decent hip fire, although it lost that battle with the Automatico. But for the most part, it was pretty good in close quarters. Had a really weird look, although you were still able to aim. You didn't have to aim sideways, even though the gun was held sideways most of the time. Long range definitely was not its strong suit. I mean, this was like a close quarter type weapon, like Call of Duty type close quarter. I'm not saying you can't kill someone from long range, it just wasn't. It definitely was not the weapon you wanted to use at long range. Most of the time you can outgun anyone close quarters with this. As I said, good hip fire. One of the other options was to use the sight, as you can see here. It didn't really affect it much. Still like the iron sight. Iron sight never really affected me too bad. It was a fun weapon. As you see here, I was having a lot of fun with the AT rockets on the assault class. But it was a good weapon. It wasn't anything spectacular, but it was an all-around decent one for the assault class, and it was my most used in the assault class. Now, as you can see here, there was also an experimental one that was a burst fire. Don't recommend it. I don't understand why you'd want a submachine gun burst fire. Now, to the Model 10A, this was the heavy one, which I had a lot of problems hitting people when I wasn't aiming, so I kind of did a half-hearted aim sometimes. As you can see here, I mean, I felt like alright, that one might not have hit, but a couple of those definitely hit. Now, I also felt like it was a damage decrease compared to the other one, but had a longer range. Also, I don't understand putting a sight on a shotgun, but it's whatever. All around, it was a fun shotgun to use. It definitely didn't have the range of some of the shotguns we've seen in the Battlefield franchise, but it was very, very deadly in close quarters. It was definitely a one-shot if you were too close to them. So holding down a building was no problem if you had this weapon. Other than that, definitely wanted to stay to the city with this weapon. As you can see from the gameplay, I normally was at C or F. I was just going back and forth. I was even scared to go to B because it was a little too open for my liking with this weapon. As I said, close quarters is where you're going to want to stay with this one, and it was a damage modifier if you could hit him in the head, so I didn't figure that out until almost the last day, so I wasn't really going for those. I was going for center chest like in Battlefield 4, but definitely aim for the head if you're going to use the shotgun. It makes it much more effective if you're aiming for the head. Otherwise, I mean, hey, it's fun to use a shotgun in the middle of a desert. No one's used to seeing anything like that. It was fun to use, and it was my second most time spent. Now the Automatico, I just didn't like. Automatico M1918, I just didn't like it. It shot way too fast for me to like it. Now its time to kill with it shooting that fast is amazing. Its hip fire is also amazing. I didn't like the mag being in my face. I didn't like only having 25 rounds. This thing shot 900 rounds a minute. 400, almost 400 faster than the MP18. Now, and had less ammo. I did not enjoy this weapon unless you were close quarters, strictly close quarters, or you were, I mean, the hip fire is great. Unless you were really close quarters, you did not want to try and pick people off at medium range. This was a you are staying in the city kind of weapon. I didn't like it for the sole fact of I like to be up in close quarters, but that was my overall assessment on the assault class. I didn't use it too much, but thank you all for watching. I'll see you later.